Good evening to everybody who has come here, assembled here. குறிப்பாக டாக்டர் சரவணியா ஜெயக்குமார் அவர்கள் மிகவும் அழகான தமிழ். அவர் பேச்சை கேட்டு நான் மகிழ்ந்ததுண்டு. வீடியோவை பார்த்துருக்கிறேன், பல வீடியோவை பார்த்துருக்கிறேன். நீங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் வேறு உதவியாக இருந்து பணிபுரிகிறீர்கள் என்பதில் சந்தேகம் இல்லை. सबको नमस्कार. अरविंद भाई ने मेरा काम तो आसान कर दिया कि उन्होंने समय की सीमा दे दी, 4 मिनट 3 मिनट आपको बात करना है. तो ये तो बहुत अच्छा अवसर मिला कि ज़्यादा बोल नहीं सकते हैं तो ज़्यादा भावनाओं को व्यक्त कर सकते हैं. मैं तो बहुत ही खुश हूँ कि हमारी बहन संगीता जी ने एक अच्छी किताब लिखी है. शायद मेडन अडल्ट है आपका, पहली बुक है. इट्स फर्स्ट. इट्स लाइक गिविंग बर्थ टू ए बेबी. इट्स नॉट सो इजी. यू जस्ट टेक योर पेन and jot down points. You will get 1008 different thoughts. You will not be able to complete your page. Even there could be months or weeks or everything passes by. It's very difficult job. Difficult job to speak in a public platform, but much more difficult to write it and choose the right word to express. बहुत तकलीफ. किताब लिखना, किताब पढ़ने से भी ज़्यादा बहुत 100 गुना तकलीफ है. और वो भी आपने कब शुरू किया? कोविड के टाइम. मुझे तो आश्चर्य हुआ जब मैंने पढ़ा आपका प्रिपेस, क्योंकि ज़्यादातर जो मेरी बहनें हैं कोविड के टाइम तो इतनी बिजी हो गई, पूरे घर के घर में कहीं बाहर आ जाना नहीं. Everybody is restricted. Nobody can cross the limit. Nobody can go out of the even the flat. That was the condition, because we were all living in a gated community, and the conditions put forth by gated community were much more harsher than what government stipulated. So you can't go out. You need to eat there. You need to do everything there. In that situation, I just kudos to Arvind. You have given the space. And you asked her to write because she is capable. You knew it. Nobody else could know better than you that you have given her opportunity. And it's very difficult. I mean, it's a collection of thoughts, and she may be highly educated. She is a doctorate in psychology. Regarding psychology, we can keep on talking for hours and hours, because it is a much discussed subject of late only. Only the Gen Z or maybe earlier generation, they, oh, you are going to psychiatrist, what happened to you? ऐसे पागल हो गया. भले यही होता था कि psychiatrist के पास जा रहा, क्या हो गया, पगला गया क्या? तो that phase has not gone. Now people understand what is the role of a psychologist or a psychiatrist in your life, how he can bring your thoughts to a particular point. How can he encourage you to reflect? How can he encourage you to rise again? That's more important in life. You can fall n number of times, but n plus number of times you must be able to rise. And rise, that help is rendered by psychologists. तो इस प्रकार उन्होंने she has chosen a different method. See, I am just amazed at her thought. If you see the book, there are 26 letters in alphabets, English alphabets. It starts from A to Z. She has given caption, first story caption starting with A. Will be some ascension, awakening and all that kind of word. B, again the caption with B. Another story will start with B. And like that Z. It's all organized that way. And moreover, even if you go to the table, which she has provided for psychological evaluation, it will again follow that alphabet. So it's a unique kind of approach that you write stories, 26 stories, then you challenge the reader. Okay, what you have read? Have you grasped it? What is your mirror? What is that you have reflected? What is that your courage? Come on. How you observe that? What is that you have learned? Only read the letters, or you have learned anything? Psychology is a much deeper subject, and Jain, as a Jain, I know that we have a duality concept in Jainism, that we keep Jiva and Pudgal, and the interaction between Jiva and Pudgal. Jiva is nothing but consciousness, our soul. Our soul interacts with the matter. Pudgal means any matter. Now how and that's why our karmic bandhans, they surround the soul and they decide. Because our soul is pure, pure consciousness. It's a bliss. But again, the soul, gets surrounded by several bandhans or several bondages, and then we become a kind of, a different person. Jain has got the concept of coloring also. There are six colors in the Lesia. That 6 colors are nothing but black, grey, blue. Then you have yellow, golden, yellow, red, and white. So like that, we have different coloration. We can keep on discussing that. But what I intend to say is that we have a great level of deeper knowledge of psychology enunciated by our Tirthankars, enunciated by our saints, which we have invoked prayer, for 5 different attributes of human nature, that we have consciously, and they have consciously thought over it. And their stories, they are telling you that you should be conscious and you should be able to get rid of your bad karmas. That is called Nirzara. Nirzara means जड़ जाना. ये जितना कर्म बंधन से आप मुक्त हो गए, वो आपको मुक्ति मिलेगी. तो यह एक कॉन्सेप्ट है. तो psychology also involves that one, that you get, because our modern psychology scientifically, I say it considers brain as a biological entity. There are a lot of neurons, billions of cells, but we think, as a Jain, I know that my consciousness is in soul. There is a duality. There is a biological entity. Yes, it's a brain. It is Dravya. But again, Dravya is influenced by Bhava. Our emotions, our kind of thinking, our reflections, what I perceive as others. Like that, you can keep on going, and that consciousness creates lot of bad feelings, or rag or attachment, rag or dvesh, attachment or rejection. Everything, is coming through that consciousness. See, that's why you have to read few books. They are beautifully selected stories. I can keep on going. I have already selected 3 stories. One is first. And that starts from where? Can you imagine? It starts from Kamrup. Kamrup is the ancient name of Assam, where she is brought up. So first story, she uses her own state where she has grown, she has obtained her education, and it's a beautifully written story. I don't want to go into it because already I have crossed my 4 minutes. So I don't want to go into that. Then there is 13th story. That is something affected me personally. Mirror. It's a mirror of you, what you can forgive, what you can forget, what you can do it. So like that, or harsh, when I use my tongue harshly. See, unspoken word has got greatest value. But once I speak ill of others, those words can never be erased in somebody's mind. Like that. Then the last story, particularly liked by me, because that is called our Sudharma Swami has given lecture or given to our Jambu Swami. That's what he reflected here. And reflecting that, a story appears. So all those things, she has done consciously, selected such a story where you can see, she can arrange her methodology. That what is the reflection you get? How do you grow? What is the mirror? What is the challenge? What is the quiz? What kind of questions it arises in mind? All those things have been very carefully carved in this book. So I request everybody to consider this book as an important milestone in our life, and please buy it. It is better to buy, though of course Arvind may give you free of cost, but still it is better to buy, because you are giving encouragement to the wisdom. Please buy it and certainly read, and also involve your children at home, because those children need to read these Jain stories so that they will know that lot of not only information, lot of wisdom has been imparted by our saints. And normally saints ask so many questions that youngsters, particularly even my grandson, sometimes मैं तो नहीं जाऊँगा भाई, सौगन ले, तुम्हारा सवाल है सौगन लीजिए, सौगन लीजिए, सौगन लीजिए. So Dharma has been reduced to that. He is reluctant. But again we have to tell them there is a huge wisdom, ocean of wisdom in Jain. So and I think Dr. Sangeeta Baid has encouraged immensely. I mean, I was immersed in a lot of stories. I have not read all the 26. I read only 5 or 6. But I was very lucky enough to have this book in my hand, and I can assure you that I will certainly complete the book.
Sir, but I want everybody to tell me this vanakkam. Vanakkam? Thank you. Dr. Sangeeta Baid. A few years ago, I sent out an invitation for psychologists in Chennai to start working with me in a project. And I clearly said, I will not be paying. This is only a voluntary service that you're going to do with me for children in need of care and protection. I got a lot of applications, BSc Psychology, MSc Psychology. One application had a doctorate in psychology. Then I was surprised. I called over Dr. Sangeeta Baid. I said, what is making you do this free work with me for children in need of care and protection? That one meeting, friends, I can never ever forget. I'm in this field for more than 15 years. People think I'm abnormal because I work almost 18-19 hours with children in need, with children in the observation homes, with children who've gone through abuse, some children who are in the children's jail, but we call it the special home. I work with such children, and for all of this, you know what we get in return in terms of salary? Zero. We don't get paid for it. It's a free service that we do for children in need. And people think I'm abnormal because I constantly been doing this for a long time. And then to see Dr. Sangeeta Baid has the same mental illness like me. Wow, a person with the same mental illness like me, and I instantly connected with her. I said, see, schools need school counselors, Sangeeta. What do you say? Because schools are not having counselors, they only have teachers. Let's do a program for school. You train the counselors. I don't have the time. You train the counselors. Let's do this together. And she said, she didn't even ask me how much you're going to pay me for this, how many counselors I have to train, nothing. That's the passion she has for psychology and children. It's beautiful for how interested and how passionate she is in this field. Today, so many schools across Chennai city, We run a program called Mind Mastery, where we train counselors and place them in these schools. And I should say Dr. Sangeeta Baid is one of the best child psychologists in the city. Definitely I can say that. She is better than me, I should say that, because of her patience. Later on, when I spoke to her, I understood that it's her religion that has given her that patience. For sure. What lovely values. 7 years of my doctorate is from Rajasthan. So people from Rajasthan are not new to me. And the bajra roti is not at all new to me. I am done eating it with good forever in my life. I don't want to eat it anymore. Yeah? Because when I was sent to Rajasthan, I was told you have to eat chapati, okay? I was thinking, okay, chapati dane paatikalam. And then they are only giving me bajra roti every day. And can you give me something else? Morning, evening and night, yeah. Morning, afternoon and night. How 3 times they can eat the same thing, I don't know. Because I was in Junjunu for a long time. I was in Junjunu, I was in Churu. I was in a lot of other places because I was doing my research there. But I should say, such lovely, lovely people from that community. And when I was talking to Sangeeta Baid, she said, I am also from there, I am also from Assam. I am a mix of all the regions in the north. So she's a wonderful person. And for a long time, I kept telling people I am her boss. Okay? But every time my associate Krishanti is here, every time I have a meeting, I am a last minute person. I say, 6 o'clock meeting, send the link at 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock, Sangeeta will not join. Because she is her own boss. And I know that is the kind of person she is. She has an outstanding work-life balance. She can perfectly balance her family and work. When she says no to work, it's a no. Because it's her time with the family. As an associate, I know how clearly she can say that no. Even if I say, it's an emergency meeting, can you attend at 6? Sorry, Sharanya, I cannot attend. That's the kind of, I think that's the kind of clarity you should have in life as a woman. We still live in a society where this work-life balance is so difficult for every woman, isn't it? I think she does that beautifully. And always, I was telling her, you must do a book, you must do a book. And she always kept telling, no, from COVID I am writing a book. And I know how much I pushed her for this event. I said, we should do a grand launch, Sangeeta, and you should wear a beautiful blouse for that event. And she's there doing it. And I'm so happy how this book has come out. See, sometimes you might think book is just advice, just stories. No. In this, every chapter has a place to reflect after the chapter. You read the book, you reflect, you fill, and then you move on. Children today need this book. I think this book is like modern art. A 5-year-old or a 6-year-old also can read it. A 60, 70-year-old also can read it, and it will give them the meaning of their own life and different parts of their life. Just like we say Tirukural is for everybody. It is there for so many years, and even after 150 years you can relate to things told in the Tirukural, by Thiruvalluvar. Same way, I feel this book is very relatable for everybody. Being here for the launch, Dr. Sangeeta, I will say, if you're going to meet teenagers anywhere for a birthday party, please gift this book. Buy this book and gift. Books are a lovely gifts for teenagers, and this book is definitely not boring, that I can vouch. Because it's very simple language, good ways to reflect, because talking to a nice person can change your life. Children these days don't have that patience. But at least some of them have the patience to read a good book. And this is one such book. Even if they are not a novel reader, even that child will like this book. Because this is not long stories like the Da Vinci Code. No. These are simple stories that every child can read. If you're going to a school, you want to donate something to that school, please donate a set of these books. Let them distribute it. Let them keep it in the library. If you have local schools in your area, Please, on your birthday, buy 5 of these books and gift it to the school library. Let more children read this book, because this book will definitely change their life, because it's come from the pen of one person who has spent so much of her life with children. She knows how children think. She knows how children can take this book. And I'm so happy that I'm here for the launch today. Yes, I live in Chennai only, but my husband's in Dubai. I was supposed to be there for 15 days, but for Sangeeta, I can actually leave my family and come here today. So my children and husband are in Dubai, but I really wanted to be here today for this event. Thank you so much for inviting. And Aya, thank you so much. எனக்கு அவ்வளோ ஆச்சரியம். உண்மையாகவே நீங்கள் தமிழ் பேசுவீங்கன்னு நான் முதல்ல எதிர்பார்க்கல. இவ்வளோ அழகாக தமிழ் பேசுவீங்கன்னு நான் எதிர்பார்க்கவே இல்லை. I lost my father last year and எங்கள் அப்பா வயசு இருக்கும் அவருக்கு. அவர் சொன்ன இந்த வார்த்தைகள் எங்கள் அப்பாவே எனக்கு சொன்ன மாதிரி இருந்தது. Thank you so much, and your blessings to Dr. Sangeeta is also definitely very important. அவர் சொன்ன மாதிரி புக் லான்ச்சுக்கெலாம் ஆளே வரமாட்டாங்க, கூப்பிடணும், கெஞ்சணும், ப்ளீஸ் கம். பட் இங்கே இவ்வளோ பேர் வந்திருக்கீங்க, கிஃப்ட் வேறு வாங்கிட்டு வந்திருக்கீங்க. இது தெரிஞ்சு நானும் 2 புக் எழுதுவேன். கிஃப்ட் வாங்கிட்டு வந்திருக்கீங்க, யூ காட் ஹர் bouquets. Such lovely friends and family you have, Dr. Sangeeta. You're definitely very blessed that way. Please clap for this wonderful audience here who are here for Sangeeta and this book. Please purchase it. Send the link to your friends to buy it for their teenage children and to give to others. Thank you. God bless you.